here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. Hey, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Sampson?
Yeah, he brings so many things to the table defensively. Always seems to have an answer for whatever is being thrown his way. And if you're the offensive player, you do not want him guarding you because he will get right into you and make things difficult.
Yeah, and I also love the way he can torture a defense by using the good old-fashioned pick and roll. When they execute it well, and he's on the receiving end of the pass, mark it up. It's 2 points.
This game is part of the travel schedule for New Orleans. Facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
When I look at New Orleans, their season hasn't been great, and it hasn't been terrible. It's been fairly pedestrian. A few times it's looked like they're about to turn the corner, but they just haven't been able to sustain that winning momentum.
And I'm not quite sure why that is, because I think they've got the talent to be among the league leaders, but it looks to me like it's not going to happen for them this year.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. The thing that jumps out at him the most about their opponent today is the team speed they possess. He said, we've got to hustle back on defense every time down the floor. This is a team that loves to run, and we've got to be prepared to do the same. Gentlemen?
Thanks again, Doris. And here are the 76ers now, following the score by New Orleans.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Philadelphia with the ball. That one goes. Count.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's the monster, number 35. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
So it's Philadelphia now. Richmond outside. That's blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. Williams with the block, and they'll keep possession. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Number 50, he's guarded by Williams. Tries again. Number 50, and the layup is good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk.
I can feel that.
Send a message.
Yes, sir.
A message and put it on the highlight reel for later.
Here is Richmond. After the made shot from the monster. Great look, but off the mark.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
And they will call over the back on the play.
Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call, went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. Can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
Offensive rebound. Here's Sampson. Kicks to Walker. To the paint. They need this. He lays it in.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Back, and it's blocked by Richmond. Walker's got space. Hits the jumper in space. Walker's got his second basket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Number 35, deflected and stolen by Williams. Jacks up a three, and the basket good. Williams has got 6.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
The 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Up and in with force after the offensive rebound. I like that tenacity.
Yeah, he is so sturdy. He just battles for every rebound.
And here are the 76ers now. And that one's good.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like they're energy is lacking at this point.
Really left alone that time.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Now here's Walker. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto. Number 50. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for New Orleans?
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
To the inside, number 35. Battles through traffic and lays it in. He has 7.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
And they drew so many fouls in that game, guys. That was one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Yeah, guys, to me, that was just a case of lack of discipline on the other side. I can't say any more than that on it.
And here are the Pelicans now. 76ers getting the bucket.
Excellent challenge. He had a hand right in his face as he took that shot.
Yeah, you could see the hitch in his release because of it. Just fantastic defense. Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Number 12. He's covered by Richmond. And that one's good. He's got 5. The 76ers leading and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
You know, in terms of playing against somebody in the opposite conference, it doesn't get much better. In fact, it's too bad these clubs only play each other twice.
Showing us a little force on that putback there.
But there's no way he's going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Now, you got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Number 22, guarded by Jackson. Here's Walker. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Steve referring to last year's game moments ago about two beauties. In those two games last year, they battled to a split decision, each team winning once.
You know, my guess is it's going to be hard to tell these teams apart. They're both still very, very potent.
6 to shoot. Number 50. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. He's got 6.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Here's Walker. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Here's Walker, following the score by New Orleans. Williams kicks to Richmond. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Richmond's got his second bucket of the night.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And Jackson throws it down hard. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against New York.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. It seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. It's stolen by Morris. Now running, here comes Lowry, pushing the ball up. Kid Gilchrist, and counting. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, we just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the evening. It's Jackson with the drive. The pass to Olynyk. Here's Hood. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, Kevin, in the NBA, you've got lots of shooters, but only so many shot creators, and he's one of them.
Yeah, you love to have a guy like him with the ball shot clock running down and just let him go to work. He is a shot manufacturer late in the game.
Now here's Evans, averaging 6 points per contest. Lowry from past the arc. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
That's good. Jackson's got 6.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Harris against Kid Gilchrist. Evans kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Evans. Shot clock at 6. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Evans has got his first basket of the night. Lowry against Jackson. Here's Harris.
That's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops. James checked in for New Orleans. And Harris drops them both. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lowry kicks to Evans. Back to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. Evans has got 5 now. James, the pass to Harris. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Now Evans. He's got 5. Outside Lowry. Back to Evans. Tipped away. And stolen by James. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
They've got Jefferson. Lowry out there with Tyreek Evans. Then there's Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And it's Morris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Evans. One-on-one here. Passes it to the monster. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. The Monsters got 8 points. The 76ers trail by 8. He feeds it to Evans. High, arcing shot, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. Pelicans, number 1. 4th, the 76ers.
Well, we've got 2 teams here, Kevin, that have been getting it done on the glass all season. It's really hard to know who to give the edge to. Even though one team is ahead on the leaderboard, they both have talent, depth, and tenacity on the glass.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Here's the monster. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. The Monsters got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Evans. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 10 points for Tyreek Evans.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Sampson, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Pass to the Monster. And that one's good. The Monster's got 12.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And Philadelphia has possession. Trailing here by 8.
Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have. Complete domination. What a game for the Monster. He has 12 points and the 2 nice steals as well. Not missing much. In fact, hitting just about everything he's taken.
Can he keep this up? Wow.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Now here's Evans. 10 points for him. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 9.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. And this timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys, at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Simpson gets the three-pointer to fall.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Richmond right side. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
And, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. First in rebounding, 5th in blocks. And as for three-point shooting as a team, a little bit to be desired here. They're top 20 in the league. They can certainly do better and strive to do better there.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back.
Here's Satoransky. Richmond outside. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The pass to the Monster. Kept alive, number 50. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. 8 points for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition. They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Number 35. And it's New Orleans scoring again. Here's Williams. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Passes it to the Monster. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Takes the lead pass. Count that one. 10 points for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
They grab their own miss. Here's Williams. Some solid defense from the monster.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Williams. Pass to Sampson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Both free throws good from Sampson.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter. It's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
And here are the Pelicans now. It's a 13-point game.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively. It has all been working for them today.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Jazz. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Pelicans. They're much further down in the standings right now.
When I look at New Orleans, the thing with them is they haven't really established an identity for themselves as a team. They never have seemed to come up with a plan and stick to it for very long. They've been all over the place in terms of their identity.
And I'd put that on the coaching staff more than anyone else, Clark. A coherent strategy has to be in place, or it's impossible to climb up the standings.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Pelicans leading by 13. Number 12. A three-pointer, no good.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Hits the bucket.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Good on the shot. 12 points for him.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
And that one's good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Number 50 is covered by Richmond. Here's Beck. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
They didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Williams attacking, and that one's good. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Rebound by Williams.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Shot's good by Walker. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Number 50 is covered by Richmond. New Orleans moving the ball around. And there's the pass to the monster. Fades back, and the shot is good. The monster's got 20 points.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Outside Williams. Walker lets it fly. Takes the 13-footer, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's giving up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
Down low, swiped it away. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. They get it again. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, they're there for him game in, game out.
Now here's Walker. He's got 8. Number 12. He's guarded by Williams. But they'll get another chance. The Pelicans making a switch here. The 76ers trail by 11. The steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody there. Flushes it down to finish the break. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's Richmond.
He's going to have to find the range. He has not scored in this quarter.
Off the inbound, no good.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
You know what? Now New Orleans will take it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. The Pelicans have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. When you look at the numbers, impressive.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. "17 seconds left in the second quarter. Jackson drives in. With 1 on the clock. And so that's the end of the first half. Pelicans lead by 14.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studio, the Jazz out in Utah will go up against the Grizzlies. Tip-off is 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. A look at games currently being played now. The Denver Nuggets trailing the Hornets out in Charlotte. Trying to pull their way back in, they're down by 9 in the third quarter. Checking out what lies ahead for us. It'll be the Suns against the Timberwolves out in Minnesota. That game...
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
That'll be important to see, if they can slow him down in the second half here, because so far they have had no answer for him down on the block.
Well, you got to mix up the looks you give him. Bump him out some, fronting, play behind, double teaming. But right now, he looks unstoppable in the paint.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Here's Sampson, and the 3-ball is good. He's got 21.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
This is to Richmond with the lead pass. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And you got to have perfect timing to knock down that teardrop.
The 76ers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Beck up and in on the layup. 10 points for him.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
But they're finding the holes in the defense, Clark, and they're exploiting them.
Wasted no time on that one.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Pass to the Monster. Number 12. No good on the quick 3. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Williams. Clanks the dunk off the rim.
Man, that's too bad. Easy shot there, and you got to knock that one down.
Well, that's a concentration cramp right there. I mean, just lost focus.
Number 12. Off target from three-point range.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Williams double team. He kicks to Richmond. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Sampson, down to 5 on the shot clock. And there there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and claw their way back in.
And they fed off their defense just as much as their offense in putting this run together.
Rebound by Williams.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Number 22. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6 assists in the game. Here's Peck. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season, shooting better than 90% from the stripe.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Simpson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is. Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Knocks it loose. Here we go, all alone.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Oh, wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
The 76ers trail by 11. Looking to end the run, number 22, the follow-up champ.
Kev, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever, Kevin?
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, over the course of the last 10 games, these big men have been the NBA's best at the charity stripe. The first one falls. Well, free throw is good from the monster.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway. He's been so reliable again today, Kevin, and they need his points, and he's providing them.
Williams gets a screen from Walker. Number 22. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans leading by 11. Number 12. He shoots again, and goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Number 35, guarded by Walker. And the shot's good from the monster. The monster's got 28.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Walker against James. Hood, the pass to the monster. Evans with the steal. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
In the last month, let's see how the Sixers perform. First in steals, third in scoring. And they're number 3 in team assists. A group of unselfish players who don't mind making the extra pass.
And Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make the rotations. They read the passing lanes. And they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game.
Richmond, he's checked in for Williams. The 76ers trail by 12. Number 22, James covering. Richmond for 3. No luck. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Number 50 gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 14 points for him.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Evans kicks to Morris. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shot. It's a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
The dish to Evans. Fires from the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot. Evans has got 13. James, the pass to the monster. Back to James. They get it back. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. That one's on Evans.
Well, he stopped the dunk there. That was about the only play he could make.
Well, you don't like to foul, but you don't like to give up an easy dunk either.
And the Pelicans making a change here.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Richmond dishes to Morris. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Inside, here's the monster.
Oh, hammer time. Wow. Hammer time. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Number 50. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And their mid-range shooting continues to be accurate.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
The 76ers trail by 13. Now Lowry. He passes to Williams. Poked away. Morris with the ball. Now defended by the monster. Williams gets the bucket. New Orleans leading by 11. Number 35, guarded by Walker. The drive by James. Number 35. Bank shot, no good.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's the 76ers, 3 spots below.
I think looking at the Sixers, they've got to be happy with how things have gone for them. I mean, they haven't suffered a deep drop-off, and they're still the good, solid team they were a year ago.
Yeah, but they haven't taken a step forward either. And I thought maybe they would. I mean, to me, this has been a little bit disappointing. They're not in bad position. I just thought they'd be better, Clark.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 10.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
The feed to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Harrison checked in for the Monster. Pelicans leading by 12. Number 50. He was covered by Richmond. And that one's good. 19 points in the game.
Then you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Offensive rebound. Sampson laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
New Orleans moving it around. Number 50 and blocked.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
From deep, Walker. Shot's good. He's got 14 points.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Williams inside the line. They get it back. Richmond kicks to Lowe. Pass to Sampson.
You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big man on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the board.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. The 76ers have to retain possession here. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Yeah, you know that Toronto game has a lot of attention on it.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Number 22. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. And the pass to the monster. And he finishes nicely on the layup. The Monster's got 16 points here in the second half.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Here's Markkanen. And the 76ers get it back.
Way to play the boards and come away with the offensive rebound.
Nice shot from the wing. Pelicans leading by 12. To the middle. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Richmond for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Boy, he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Like some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. The Pelicans making a switch here. Sampson, the pass to Richmond. No good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. To the inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 23.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Number 22. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Number 35. Count the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Guys, that's his 4th giveaway. He really needs to be more efficient with the ball in his hands.
The Pelicans have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
That's his first personal foul. Second to
And here are the Pelicans now. Number 50. He's covered by Richmond. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. On the wing, Richmond. Gets an open look and hits. Richmond's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's good, unselfish play there because his shot was tougher. Instead, he went to his teammate. And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
The 76ers trail by 20. Number 22, guarded by Jackson. Number 22, here's Sampson. Another three for Philadelphia.
Another baby bottom smooth stroke there. I mean, that's perfect form he's showing at the three-point line.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Passes to the monster.
Oh, look out, man.
Oh, rim is shaking. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Richmond with the stuff.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Number 50 shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And he has 28 points for the game. 76ers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Sampson. Got a piece of it. And that's on a bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Richmond. And here are the 76ers now.
The offensive rebound gave him another crack at it, and he cashed in.
I did it with strength on the putback jam, Clark, with strength.
Love it.
Gritty.
That's good. And that's now 20 points for Williams. New Orleans leading by 19. To the paint. Here's the monster. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. It's Richmond on the wing. Again, Richmond missing. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Outside for Jackson. Number 12. Rebound by the 76ers.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Number 22. And he banks in the layup. He's got 34.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Number 50. He's covered by Richmond. Here's the monster. The shot misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And here we go. And then Williams slams it in. The rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Number 12. He's guarded by Williams. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The 76ers trailed by 19. Richmond outside. Back to Williams. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Jackson drives in. Richmond with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Outside for Jackson. Number 50. No good from outside.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
And the Pelicans making a change here.
20. Back.
Feeds it to Richmond. Buries the 7-footer. Richmond's got 11 points here in just the second half. Pelicans leading by 15. Here's Beck. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Sampson, the pass to Williams. Got a piece of it. Gives him the lead pass. The shot's good from Sampson. He's got 36.
He is remarkably hot this quarter. He has yet to miss a shot.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Now the pass to the Monster. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Number 12. Yes! And the foul. Williams. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the 76ers making a change here. Evans is checked in. Philadelphia has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The offensive rebound. Here's the Monster, covered by Evans. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient, work the ball, and find a high percentage shot.
Walker. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. 16 points now in the game for Walker. It's stolen. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. A big group substitution here for New Orleans.
Evans.
Left side Jefferson. From the low block, Olynyk with the steal. Pass to Hood. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Jefferson. The 76ers trail by 21. And Satoransky kicks to Evans. He passes to Satoransky. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Here's Hood. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here, really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
And Satoransky kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Number 3, defended by Satoransky. Scooped up. He dishes it to Olynyk. Harris, right side.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
The first free throw is good. And Harris drops them both. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Evans dishes to Jefferson.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
15 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Morris. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
And here is Olenek. Number 27. Excellent D there for Morris. Here's Satoransky off the mark. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here.